Hey everybody, Scott Carson here, and I am in beautiful Virginia. It's early this morning, about just after 9 o'clock. We've had our morning cup of coffee, and I'm here with one of my note students, Philip Brown.
Good morning,
Philip.
Everyone.
Now, Philip, I'm out here working with you this week, but you actually done a few deals.
I did a few deals through luck, I guess.
Yeah, you're lacking a little bit of skill. Let's say all the lights are on, okay, for you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the elevator goes all the way to the top with you, buddy.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about this one deal that you flipped and you doubled your money back, basically.
Yeah.
Where's the property located?
It was in St. Louis, Missouri.
Okay, and how did you come across it?
I managed to network into a big investment company that buys a lot of notes and resells them. So,
okay.
After a while, I kind of gained their trust and had to get approved as a buyer. And then they started sending me some product to look at.
Okay, and so they sent you this one property. You described the property. It was what, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 3-1?
Yeah, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It was a single-family home, cute little place. One-car garage, nice patio out back. It was about just under 1,000 square feet.
Okay.
It had a full finished basement, so really you had almost 2,000 square feet of living space.
Nice. Now, what was the mortgage balance on it?
The balance on that one was about $130,000.
$130,000 was the unpaid balance.
Correct.
And this is in St. Louis. The values have obviously dropped there.
They had tanked, unfortunately.
Yeah. So what was the property worth when you were looking at buying it? What was fair market value?
Well, the two numbers I want to quote was getting rid of it as is, probably needing some work, some minor water damage. It's worth about $30,000.
Okay.
Homes that were fully rehabbed, selling at retail, new floors, new cabinets, new hardwood floors, paint,
right,
etc. Those are going for about $65,000.
Okay. So worst case, the fair market value is about $30,000.
Yeah.
What did you pay for the note?
I bought the note for $12,500.
$12,500.
$12,500.
Wow, that's good. So you bought it roughly at less than 30. Wow. So about 40 cents of current market value.
Yeah.
Okay. And at less, how much was owed on it again?
$130,000.
So you bought it for less than 10 cents of the unpaid balance.
Yes.
Okay.
That's true.
How long had the people not made a payment?
He hadn't made a payment in over 2 years.
2 years.
It was coming up on 3.
Okay, so close to 3 years of non-payment. That's pretty common for getting it to 10 cents on the dollar.
Yeah.
Now, you took it down. You paid cash for this note?
I paid cash.
Okay. Paid $12,500 cash for it, and then what'd you do?
Well, I tried to find the owner who had moved out once I owned the note, and I was able to finally hunt him down. And since he had moved out, I told him, told him who I was and told him I had a great deal for him. Give him $800 just to sell the home. Whatever the home sold for, I'd consider us even though we owed $130K.
Mm-hmm.
I was really excited, and the next day he changed his mind, wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't take text messages. And I'm assuming that he told one of his friends who was really excited, and his friend probably said, "Come on. Some guy calls you up and says he's going to give you money."
Right.
So
there's a learning point. Don't promise money unless they ask for it.
That's a good point.
So you worked, you got an attorney involved and some stuff.
I got an attorney involved, and we went through, we did a foreclosure. I learned a lot about how the title laws work in Missouri. There were a couple quirks because the guy had a common name. I had to figure out a few tricks to be able to clear the title before I could foreclose. People with similar names had all kinds of stuff that didn't apply to my property that were making it up. Bottom line is, after about 2 months, the property was mine.
Okay, and then you listed it for sale as an REO at that point.
I did. I had gotten my pricing from a real estate agent, local agent. That's how I helped determine the values, and I'd already told her if I bought the property, she'd list it. So she listed it. I gave her a commission. I forgot the exact fee, but it was more than like 6% because the value was low.
Right. You want to make it worth her time. That's good. That's smart.
A $1,000 bonus on top of that if she brought me a buyer within 21 days, and the sale closed.
Nice. And so you sold it. You ended up doubling your money in 4 months.
Exactly. 21st day, she came through with a buyer.
That's great, man. That's awesome. So technically, if you doubled your money in 4 months, you technically tripled your money in a year if you annualized it.
Absolutely.
That's really...
That was cool.
Congratulations, man. I bet your wife was happy.
My wife was happy, my friends, my family, they were all, saying, we hope you do well, but they were really skeptical. And I was like, look, I doubled my money. They're like, fantastic.
That's what we call is a shut up check. Congratulations, Philip. Very proud of you, man. Keep rocking and rolling.